The South African Weather Service is warning of extreme weather conditions in several parts of the country this coming weekend. Cold weather conditions expected in some parts of the Western and Eastern Cape. KwaZulu-Natal residents will also have to watch out for localized flooding due to heavy rains. That province, as we know, is still trying to recover from last month's floods, which claimed the lives of over 400 people, leaving hundreds more homeless. In fact, 40,000 people still living in community shelters. Now, South African Weather Service's senior forecaster, Puseletso Mofokeng, joins us now for more on what's coming up this weekend, what's being forecast this weekend, Puseletso. And I think, just as a start, that flood warning in KZN, the timing just really couldn't be worse.
Yes, of course, we do have flooding warning for KZN. However, perhaps before I go further ahead, let me greet you, Michelle, and greet the viewers as well. Indeed, we're expecting quite a dramatic change of weather this weekend. As we had seen yesterday already, the cold front had moved through the western areas of the country. As we speak today, these conditions are expected to spread to the central area. So we're expecting about a 60% chance of showers and thunder showers over the Free State, the Northwest, as well as the Eastern Cape. These are the areas where we're also expecting an 80%, more especially on the Eastern Cape. And even in the Eastern Cape, that's where we're having possibility of heavy rain and flooding, more especially on the central areas of the provinces, including along the coast, especially the central coast of the province. That's where we're expecting the extreme conditions today. However, I must point out that the system would also cause severe thunderstorms, possibly, but the level that we have given is very low. Mm-hmm. We have given level 1 over the northwest, including northern areas of the Free State. So basically, that's where we are cautioning people for today's activities. Otherwise, the other areas will see normal rainfall. The important other thing that has to happen is that the temperatures are going to drop quite dramatically.
Puseletso, is this seasonally, is it predictable for this time of year, this cut-off low that's bringing the cold and wet weather?
Well, of course, it is predictable. Cut-off lows are having the high frequency during the autumn season as well as the spring season. So those two seasons are having the high frequency of cut-off lows. So there isn't anything unfamiliar with them. Would normally issue warnings way in advance. You would remember that on Tuesday already, we had given the media release to the public through you as the media to actually spread these conditions to the public. So people generally should be quite aware. We've given long lead time, I think about 5 days or so. So there isn't anything that is difficult to predict. In the cut-off flow situation, things are rather relatively easy to forecast. It's unlike, for example, when we have perhaps one single storm unexpected. That would be unlikely to necessarily forecast. But for cut-off flow, things are easy.
Now, you've been talking about predictions a lot during our interview, Puseletso, and it's an important issue, our ability to predict inclement weather around the country, isn't it? And it's been in the headlines this week. The Business Day reporting this week that the South African Weather Service's forecasting capabilities have weakened due to a number of issues: funding constraints, vandalized equipment, the loss of rainfall observation stations. You're saying that's not true?
That is not true. I think you are aware. I was watching my boss, Nigelinda Bambi, indicating to you clearly, very clearly, that we are giving the focus well ahead. Remember, in the case of KwaZulu-Natal, we issued the forecast already on the 7th, and this event happened on Monday, the 11th. So you can see the difference. That is not true at all. Again, he also indicated that because of the power that we have, because of the stability we have in the country, we are also given another responsibility of giving out the severe weather conditions to the countries in the SADC area. So it cannot be true today. It cannot be true yesterday or any other time. It was just misinterpreted statement. It is not true at all.
Are you experiencing things like vandalism and weak funding constraints insofar as your equipment is concerned, though?
Michelle, we are living in South Africa. We cannot talk about the crime that is increasing and at the same time think the weather service will be different. We are in the same country. So we are experiencing that as well. At the same time, I think Michele gave you a very comprehensive interview on that. So I think your viewers got the benefit from my boss. So there isn't anything really different from us. It's like, for example, if we have all the challenges that we have in the country, we also have. All the strength we have, we also have. So there isn't anything different with us. If crime is there, if you acknowledge it is there, it is also affecting us.
And I suppose that 100 million rand that government is allocating to the South African Weather Service will go a long way to ensuring, as you say, our forecasting capabilities remain top-notch as they have been. Puseletso,
the forecasting capability, Michelle, is top-notch. We are respected in the World Meteorological Organization for a reason, because our forecasting capability, we have a very strong research base. Not necessarily research issues from time to time, present to us, and we advance the forecast all the time. So there's no question about that, nothing.